First question,
like the same shit from
guys, for all of you, a lot of zone today, probably as much as you've seen all year. Is that good knowing forward you're going to see a lot of it? How'd you do against it, and what'd you think? Start with you, Erik, but everybody can chime in.
I don't know if it was good for us or not, because I don't think we'll see a whole lot of zone coming up. But obviously it's good to, get some reps against the zone. Obviously, we played 40 minutes of it, so put them 85 points against the 2-3s. It's probably the most I've ever put up, in college. But it's not our offense, man. It's our defense. We got to get so much better defensively, especially on the ball and with our rotations. We talk about it. We know what we're doing. We mentally know what to do. It's just going out there and doing it.
Guys, talk first to the zone. Trey, and then you and Kedrian. What did you think of their zone? How did you perform against it?
Sorry. We prepared for the zone, like you said, so we knew we were gonna see a good bit of it. We have our plays that we run against zone, and if we run them, they're efficient and they work. So, me, I guess I was probably a little more focused trying to get into that high post just so I'm either turning and I'm gonna shoot it or I'm distributing to one of my dudes who's gonna knock it down. So that's kind of how I saw it.
I feel like we did good against the zone. We practice it every day, and my job pretty easy. All I gotta do is pass it and shoot it when I'm open. So I think we did a pretty good job seeing the zone for the first time this season.
Go ahead.
Erik, you talk about mentally you know what to do defensively. It's a matter of doing it. How do you get to the point where you are doing it at a more consistent rate as a team?
This might sound crazy, but just do it. Just going out there and doing it. Like I said, we got so many old guys that have played in so many different systems, but every system requires help at some point. Somebody's gonna get beat. We play good players, so somebody's gonna get beat. We're gonna get put in stressful situations, and we gotta limit teams' success while they put us in those stressful situations. Defensively. So. But at the same time, that's part of our defensive system. What we do defensively is, we speed people up, but we also give some things up just because we're so aggressive in the passing lanes that, sometimes it hurts us. But if we dial in our rotations and dial in, our assignments defensively, I think we'll take the next step, to be honest.
You guys played 4 guards, 3 guards a lot, 4 guards at times. Is that hard for a point guard to sort of get that mesh together?
I wouldn't say it's hard because on the defensive end with 4 guards, you can switch 1 through 4, and transition's better. With 4 guards, we run faster, get up the court quicker, and get into offensive sets pretty fast. But I feel like at some point in time, that's something that we won't be able to do going into league play because other teams 4 and 5, they 6'8", 6'10", maybe. So I feel like we won't see that too much.
Erik, how much have you played power forward in your previous time?
It's crazy. I've actually played a little bit. Last year I played a little bit in the SEC, which was eye-opening for sure. But it also creates mismatch nightmares for them guarding us. So we got plenty of guys who can really go out there and score. We got plenty of lineups that we could put out there. I'm not a fan of 4 guards and a big because it just kind of ruins our offensive flow a little bit in my opinion. But they went zone, so it was you can run 4 guards against zone and still do your thing. But like I said, man, we gotta take our next step defensively.
Kedrian, you and Joe combined for like a monster game if you put both your figures together. What kind of benefit does that give you? As far as not being interchangeable.
It's good because when I go out the game, we got a point guard, probably just as fast, defensively, can pass the ball just as well as me, maybe even better. So I feel like going down this road, going into a conference, that's something that we're gonna need. We're gonna have to play big for us.
What was tough about guarding number 1 today?
He was little, you know. I mean, I'm not the tallest guy, but when you guarding a shorter player, it's kind of, you know, hard to stay in front. But I'm definitely capable of doing it. So I'd say that's pretty much it. He was small, coming off a lot of ball screens.
He's a lot different than the guards that see the Big 12, right?
Yes, way smaller.
Yeah.
Trey, I think we've asked you this before, but your ability to play both inside, outside. Were you always tallest guy in the court? Were you always inside guy? When did you develop the outside skill, or did it come the other way around?
I would say that I've done a little bit of both my entire life. It's just kind of how I saw the game, and I think that the more versatile I am, the more valuable I am. So that's the way I've kind of thought my whole life. I want to be able to do everything on the court at a very high level. So that's just kind of something that's just how I see the game. Like, I don't see myself as just an insider, just an outsider, or just a rebounder, or just a passer. Like, I believe I need to be able to do absolutely everything on the court.
Trey, was rebounding a focus for you after the Xavier game?
I mean, yeah, rebounding has always been a focus for me. I mean, obviously there's some times where I simply just don't go and get it done. And Xavier was one of those times. But I mean, I was in a little bit of foul trouble with Xavier, but I know that in order for us to succeed as a team, I have to get involved on the glass at least a little bit. But I definitely want to start putting up more rebounds than what I've been doing, because I know I'm capable of doing it.
You guys need a game like this?
I'm sorry,
Did you guys need a game like this?
Yeah, kind of just to bounce back from Xavier, give us a little bit more confidence, you know. But at the same time, it goes back to us executing and being able to take a team that we know we're supposed to beat and actually put them away. Like early in the first half, we were up 20-something, and then we let it get back down to like 8 or 10. And that's something we just have to eliminate completely. Whenever we're up, we got to keep going up. We can't let them get back into the game and give them confidence. So I think this was a good game for us, just to kind of really hone in on that fact and get that a little bit clearer in our heads.
You know, Erik and Kedrian, it sounded like Joe said yesterday, some of the guards got together and kind of put Xavier a little bit on yourselves and wanted to, you know, be better as a group. How much did you feel like, you know, that was the case tonight, and, you know, what were those conversations like?
Well, it's two different teams that you're playing. No disrespect to Navy, but Xavier's probably going to be in the tournament. You know, Navy might sneak their way in there too. You never know. But that Xavier game, you know, we didn't get beat. We beat ourselves, clearly. You know, some things didn't go our way, but, you know, that was all on us. You know, it starts with the guards. You know, I mean, we bring the ball up, we get our team in whatever offense we're in. And, you know, watching that second half tape, we didn't run any offense. You know, that's not on Hugs, that's not on Coach Larry, that's on us. You know, he gives us the freedom to, you know, call sets, and, you know, we're old. You know what I mean? We got a bunch of vets, so it's like, you know, he can give his advice, and, you know, we're definitely going to listen. But, you know, we have enough freedom. You know, we come down and call a set, you know, if we feel like we see something that we like, and we just didn't do it. You know, so it was definitely on the guard play. You know, I would say that this game helps bouncing back from that, but it, you know, it doesn't. It kind of just gets us back in the win column. Winning Saturday will help for sure. You know, they got a good team coming in, and they're going to be playing a good team.
To kind of piggyback off what Erik said, you know, it starts with the guards. You know, we're on the perimeter, and we got to keep the bigs inside, because they're bigs. You know, they don't really belong on the perimeter. So, you know, they help us out when the guards get there. We got to help them out by keeping the guards out in front of us. That's pretty much it. All it is to it. Stand in front of our man.
Any other questions for the guys? Go ahead, sir.
So, Kedrian, to bang on what you said, so do you take a defensive mentality more into games for you specifically? Because you said that keeping the guards in front of you is really what you focus on during the game. Do you take a more defensive mentality, it seems like?
Oh, for sure. That's what I'm known for, you know. Foot speed, stand in front. Sometimes they have to make me shoot the ball. You know, I'll just pass it and just focus on defense. But I'll say, yeah, I'm very defensive-minded going into each game.
else? Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.